We'll try it. We will try it. Hello, YouTube. Now we should be live on both. Let me get the chat going and all. Kyan, what's up? What's up? Yeah, it's different hours, but I like to spice it up a little during the weekends if I find time. So it's unusual for me. I feel like I feel out of my comfy zone. This is usually the time when I'm, I don't know, trying to do other stuff, non-magic related stuff. Like life, like trying life out. Shall we? It's scary. You cannot go up. I mean, there's no up in. There's no up in from here. But it's a challenge to maintain it, I guess. By the way, Uzi Fruit, what's up? What's up? Not the first stream, but I'm trying to get this multi-streaming going. And it didn't work quite well last week when we tried. I mean, it did work until like some connection problems, but I don't think it was YouTube related or multi-stream related. It was just my internet provider. This is what I wanted to show you. I've been cheating. Well, don't take me seriously, but I've been drafting combo. Look at this. The first combo ever. It went 7-0, so maybe I was wrong all the time. Maybe combo is the truth. How does this look? Any combo enjoyers in the chat? Did I do well? So the idea was, well, it's an artifact deck. I started with Academy. I think then I got a Mox Pass, and then it went from there. Tinker into like this thing is, it was completely stupid. It was broken. The deck was sick. Karn, like it's so many games were just over. Karn on turn 2 or 3 with the Moxes. The game was over. Like you just spam the tokens. I didn't get the Urza Saga. But I think that's like what you want to do in artifacts. I don't know. It wasn't pretty for opponents. Cause like look at this. I haven't really been even trying anything else out. So I'm gonna be more open. I think it's also a good time to switch the approach because I think everybody's just drafting Boros. It feels like you're playing versus Boros, I don't know, 4 out of 7 times or 4 out of 9 times, depends. Yep, Academy. Boomers have been hyping that up, so I had to try it. I'm not completely unfamiliar with that strategy though. Like I've been drafting some vintage cube in my days. All right, let's just fire it. Let's go. Got my coffee. This is like an evening coffee. Coffee. See, I cannot speak anymore. It's too late for me. I want to spike it still. We're on the main account. Don't wanna be too experimental. Dude, I swear, it's always one person. And that was a bug for a while. So that's why it's now more, I'm getting paranoid now. Okay, there we go. Not a bug. But it was a bug when the cube dropped. Okay. Okay. My favorite card in this cube, probably. It's not the best card in this cube, but it is my favorite card in the cube. What would you guys do? That's the best question I think in Cube to ask. What would you guys do? Because it's so subjective. I don't think like as long as there's no power, there's no right or wrong. And you can be smart about it. It's good to be a content creator drafting Cube because you can be smart about it and you can justify almost anything but power. You would take Corey, exactly. Corey is so good. I mean, I'm fond of that right shaman, but it's in weird color pair. Black is okay. Green, I don't know. We could go spicy, drive green. I haven't posted that many. I drafted so many Boros though, but I tried to. I know that's not the best content if you just draft Boros, so I do like that. I'm not sure if Magdi is better actually, but this card wheels. There's also this guy. Just go double spell. Pick every 0 mana spell. Robber is good if we want to stay red. I would take an untapped land here. I like voice, I think, over Magdi, but that's just me. Yeah, I know, but I also want to not wreck my rank. So I think here in a pack like that, Emissary is not even good in every artifact deck, is the another thing. Mana Confluence has been painful, so I'm not liking that much. I'm on either one of these. Probably just voice. I think 3 drops are so replaceable. That's free in any deck. So I like free cards. I do think like artifact decks are better than Boros if it gets together, but the issue is it's so overdrafted. There's probably few archetypes that have a higher ceiling if you get all the pieces, but Boros doesn't need all the pieces. That's the thing. Yeah, then it makes sense. I think Academy or Urza Saga or possibly Urza, but I would say Academy, Urza, Saga are the best ones. You need those two first to be committed to artifacts. If I see Academy now pick 4, I can see just like, okay, screw it. We abandon it. We abandon the ship. But it feels like we're fine. I'm not sure which one I like more, but this sometimes feels so I'm gonna just take a card that I think has a higher demand in pots. Although I do like ending up, I like red heavy more than white heavy. I think it's better. There's just more resiliency, more reach with the burn and stuff like that. I just like my personal preferences. In Vintage Cube, people have been saying go white main. I think it's better red in this one. Maybe it's this. There's a difference between Vintage and this, but yeah. I'll still take Adeline. Adeline. Ooh. Man, I love all these 3 cards. I don't like Pad that much, even though it's the best in aggro, but Pad gives them a land. There's a lot of expensive cards that you don't want to see. Let's put it this way. This has a higher upside. This is like... I just like this card a lot. Especially like this is like what? I don't know the math. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. 12 damage. It is 12 damage. And it's good versus aggro. You have to draft this cube with aggro in mind, I think. Maybe that, maybe this. I don't think I want a tap land. Do I want a tap land? Probably no, don't want a tap land. This combos with some stuff like Philia Wave. This would allow us to then take like a... like an off duel that fixes for red and for one of these colors. Not dual fetch land. Okay. Well, Channeler, but I think in like there's just so many playables. I do like going cheaper though, so Channeler is one of the best 1-drops. If you ask me, but I'm gonna take Arid Mesa. We're gonna get 1-drops. This is one of the hardest one to pass for me. This one, Ragavan, Ocelot, Guide, and Mother are the ones I want over other stuff. Tribal Flame sometimes works. If you get Black Lotus, maybe that, but let's just take the Rage. Just go cheaper. With Core Steel, we really want cheaper spells. Fire Blast, Loot 3. I agree, but you often don't end up with that many mountains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, to be fair, Loot 3 plus Rage is probably similar amount of damage, right? But yeah, they can have untapped mana. It can get sketchy. Ooh, let's go. Perfect mana acquired. That's insanely late for a plateau. I think a plateau is more valuable than any replaceable card on curve. There's few ones that you would take over, like a Johnny, I don't know, Corey maybe, Ragavan, stuff like that, Guide. But I would take plateau or any 3-drop probably, any 3-drop creature. So here we can be like a little bit, I like Robber more. Again, red heavy. Talia can sometimes interfere with your cheap spells, and with Corey you want like 0 mana spells. The artifact gamers, but somebody's taking the artifact lane here. We wouldn't get there, so I'm glad we're here. I'm glad we're cozy today. Containment Priest Flicker Wisp is a combo. I'm not sure if really... I'd rather have more burn, more cheaper stuff. This is like gimmicky, and Containment Priest, I haven't been really that high on it, even with the combos. Can I get this here? Come on. Loot 3. I think this is better than Hylo. Oh, the Hylo Red hits harder. Hard to say. Not that I would want to play it, but... Oh, nice. I mean, there's Helix as well if we want to go all in, but Reprieve is good. Reprieve is really good. If there's more Boros, then maybe Helix is better. I don't know, maybe I should adjust, but it's Sunday, so who knows. Nice Fury, not passing you, ever. Well, I would take a Mox, I guess. Swift Spear, maybe Wheels. We need 1-drops. We badly need 1-drops. This Quarry is looking quite grim. Well, Fury does work, though. And this is another reason why red spells are better, I think, because Fury is one of the more unique cards, or Pyrokinesis is one of the more unique cards. Have you ever blown out a Johnny's token and their board with Pyrokinesis on like turn 2 or 3? The game is over. Like it's a two-piece combo, like a Johnny and Pyrokinesis. It's Saturday. Did I say Sunday? It is Saturday. I want that 1-drop. I do want the land as well, but it's a pain land, which I don't think, like, again, too many Boros is around, hard to pain yourself. Kellan is not the greatest one, but we need 1-drops. What did I pass? Swift Spear. Dismember, that's a 1-drop. Yeah, but we're quite alright with the removal. I agree, yeah. I'll just take a land. Let's just take a land. Let's just believe. Wow, I love this card. This is so good. But there's a Layla. There's a Wasteland as well. Okay, took it. Took it. No hesitations. We have great mana, so why not a Wasteland? We're gonna get playables. This is my mentality. I know Layla is good. No, I would take a Wasteland still. I think all these 3-drops are replaceable. They're all good, like Nemesis, Layla, Adeline. It's hard to say what's better. You can tell it. Well, it was a misclick, but I would take it. Did you want to hear that? I would still take it. Better school for the Mystic, maybe. I'm not playing Hazo, come on, right? I'm never playing Hazo. I'd rather play Overlord. Hazo is just so slow and makes you play like weird game plan that I don't like. Ooh, Mommy. I'm taking Mommy over Foundry. That's like as premium as it gets in terms of 1-drops. These two are fine. Like, you can flicker Fury. But that's what... I mean, okay, it's 2 mana. That's actually quite nice. It might come around. This card is not a high demand. I don't think it's a particularly good card either way, but I would play it if I don't have any like swords to plowshares and stuff like that. See, there's our 3-drop. Some people say library. I don't believe in library. I studied librarianship by the way for a year, for actually 2 years, but I didn't finish it. I should be taking the library. I don't think a library is really a card anymore. Let's put it this way. Okay, just 1 drop. Engineer is actually quite high win ratio cards, but we need to respect the curve. The issue is you'd never want to not play a 1-drop out. Like, you're just so disadvantaged if you have a 1-mana spell and wait. And we're gonna have 1-drops in hand. This deck is like about 1-drops. Oh, that's good. That's good. Do we go more proactive, or is just Portable Hoe is actually quite a premium card in this set? Inspector I like with Gut. Maybe I'll still take Inspector. I'm not like sure. I think I should be taking this higher, but okay. Snuff Out. Snuff Out is actually quite medium in this format because the 4 life is so taxing. We're wheeling everything. I might play this over Swiss Spear because we're not spell heavy. But neither are great here, I think. Oh, look at, well, never mind. I think the free spells are just not replaceable. You cannot replace free spells. I don't care how good Layla is. This is free. We have Quarry. We're tempo. We're a tempo deck. Okay, I mean, I'll take it. It's free. Yeah, Lutri Mind Collapse. Can I get a Johnny? I think like nobody will take a Johnny if it gets open. Well, I want this Bauble, but it might wheel. I think these are also pretty premium, and these decks, they work with Guts. They work with Cutter, work with Swiss Spear. They just do things. Delirium stuff, but Ragavan is Ragavan. We got a monkey. Yeah. I mean, it's close. I think Cat is obviously better in this format. Tarmogoyt or Jita. What's the modus streamer that always takes Jita? Caleb, right? Maybe I should. It's balance. Balance is such a bad card, though. I still need to see a balance being non-balanced. I never seen it cast where it wasn't balanced. I'll take go if I'm fond of this card. 1 drop. Can we get 0 mana spells, please? How much removal? You want more than you think, because there's more or less mirrors going around. And I think I'm still not taking enough. So I think, I don't know. Like, I'm happy with 5, but I don't think you mind having 7 removal spells. And especially the shocks and stuff is good. Ooh, both are great. Ephemerate would also be good in this deck. Pyro and Fury. I mean, you just win if you often when you Ephemerate Fury. Yeah, this I'm thinking to take, but I could see going cheaper here just because of the mana curve. Ephemerate Lutri. I mean, Lutri is more or less just there. I'll take a cheaper card. I know the broadside is better, but if we get any other 3-drop, I'm gonna regret having too many. And I don't think like there's much difference between like a light shatter and gut, for instance. Probably just removal. It's the most unique effect that we still don't have. This card is surprisingly high on 17 lands, but I haven't had success with it. It's just so slow. I'd rather, I think, have a light shatter, which will wheel probably. Free? Free is free. I think this is like one of the things I learned in cubes. If it's free, it's free. It doesn't matter what it does. If it's free, it's good. It's better than you think. 3 is 3. What? Bro, in a skull clamp? Can I just take it and like go home? Like we're not gonna get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're getting 1 back, huh? What are the odds that like we get a skull clamp? What? I don't think this comes back. We're gonna maybe even get a copter or something.
To the hunt.
I don't even know here. I don't think we need those cards. This is sometimes alright, but it's so much worse than Mother. I'm quite liking this card as well. I'm gonna take Giver because we have both Ragavan and Ajani. Good to protect. Oh, nice bobble. Again, free. Free is free. We drafted other stuff yesterday. Now we're back. The deck waited for us. The deck literally waited for us.
I knew you needed my help.
Chandra not good enough for Cube anymore, Sag. What has this word come to? Do I want a lava monster? I don't know. Huh. I think I'm on Ephemerate. I know we could get Broadside, but I think that card is really good, but it's still like conditional. Because sometimes you're not attacking. There's a lot of borders. This I might play actually. Last pick. I'm not that high on these like one-sided cards anymore. I grew out of them, let's put it this way. I'm past that. Even though they're good, but I think all these like we can always play a Rebel Master if we want the 3-drop. This is like all the same to me. Like 3-drops are 3-drops. They all are powerful. I mean you just bolt like we have Fury for Ajani, we have Ajani is just good. You can bolt it. We have Gut for Ajani. Probably 16. We didn't get any power though, except Ajani. I guess you could consider power. I just think like the free stuff is more important and cheaper stuff is more important. I do think like Showdown gets quite good now. With so many cheap spells. I didn't open it. I opened Cutter. This got passed to us like when? Chat. 5th pick or something. By the way, guys, I'm talking to both chats today. We're live on YouTube. We're live and alive on YouTube as well. If there's gonna be confusion. Four cuts. It's hard. Claw is usually well, but I don't know. I just kind of want all the 1-drops. This is the worst one. That's not that great. I think a Spectre is good in this deck. Lens maybe can go. Does this make a cat? Makes a monkey. Yeah, we don't have parallax wave. $15, $16 plus wasteland. 15 plus wasteland or 16, however you want to put it. Just one more white. I guess I want a red card for Fury. I think we're quite low on red cards. Which would mean but I think all our white cards are so good. Giver maybe can go, but maybe the Inspector goes now. For what though? I want more 1-drops. What is Rage good with? Could see, but Rage is a red card. Rage is good with Lootery. It's good with decent with Raw, but really good with Voice. But that's it. Somewhat alright here because it just bakes sometimes. Well, really good on Adeline. 15 creatures, that's a lot of creatures. Oh, good on Goif, the Rage. I could see cutting Ephemerate, but you're gonna hate me for not taking the Broadslide or Brute Sight. And now I'm not gonna play the Ephemerate. I don't know. Ship it. Zip it, ship it. Burst Lightning. For a 1-drop. We can return a Lootery as a red card. Yeah, I didn't take the Fire Blast. Which would be kind of alright now with ways to ditch it. Because sometimes Fire Blast is awkward. What is this hand? And why is it so good? It's still a fair hand. We don't have a way to have an unfair hand. Because we don't have power. Except a Johnny. But a Johnny doesn't like do the fast mana shenanigans. No need. Just be on the play. Opponent on fast mana on the same archetype. Wait, this is a red card. You have to be careful. For protection. A Johnny time. The deck plays itself out. And then we got attack, sack, cook. The recipe to success is just have it all. What can happen? 2 removal spells. I guess like mana tide can happen. Which would be actually quite sad. But life's too short to play around a mana tide. They can bolt it here, so that's like some awkwardness there. I'll just go face, because the only way I can see them coming back is mass removal. Then we'd rather have face damage. 4 is a lot. I think the only reason for these two would, because then we're wasting removal also on a bad creature. The only reason would be if you play around mana tide, and I think the downside is way too high. Yes and okay. Johnny lives or what? Oh, they have Fury. It's still okay. I mean, that's actually a wait for them to come back. But okay. Have one card. One card and a 2/2. And there's a Goif. Wait, what does Corey do here? I don't want to give them life. Wait, if I go, what? How big is that? It's 1. Wait. How is it 1? What kind of a sorcery is that? It is 1. Cannot just be 1. Because of protection, right? Although that's pretty much the same then. I don't know. They overtank it probably. I don't think it would make that much of a difference, would it? The classic turn to Ajani on the play. Yeah, pyrokinesis is actually quite a difference. Pyrokinesis has quite somewhat higher win ratio among top players than Fury. Because instant speed is huge. It's huge on an effect like that. 3 instant speed, 4 damage divided is crazy. I think pyrokinesis is maybe the most underrated card in this cube. It goes so late. I'm also like a little bit often too confident I'm gonna reel it, so I pass it sometimes, which is probably wrong at this stage. You just need those cards. You need Fury, you need Pyrokinesis. Those spells are so good. The 4/1 Sacker? No, that card is really good. That card, the Gut is really good. It has this like broadside downside still. Broadside has the same downside than Gut, which is sometimes because there's so many Boroses, it's somewhat worse when they are on the play. So I'm actually like a little bit down on those cards, even though they're still good. Are we just here or? I'll just grab the plateau. Tap land Topo. Okay, that's a tap land. Although Skull Clamp is a good card. I think we can afford Voice in case we get something of theirs. Although Aspirant steamrolls really well with Ragavan. It's so good. What about Aspirant Voice? Just go with... No, we cannot Aspirant Voice. That hits hard. This would be then a 3. I think we have to go Aspirant. That's so freaking good. Like, they need to deal with it ASAP. Do we just want to have that next turn? I don't think we even care about Skull Clamp. Not for this turn at least. They're so unlikely that they do something insane with it. Okay, Oppo. Removal. Where's your removal? Two damage. I think it's here still. Dodges more removal. Attacks through more creatures. Oh, that's nasty. That's insane. Landy. Ragavan did everything right in this game. Okay, they have a sick deck though, look at that. 2 Moxes. But Cube is sometimes just wild. Sometimes you're just losing Cube. You can check what they have. Didn't get any real valuable info. Okay, so if 2 go here, they take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we put it here, they chump. Then this cannot attack. If we put it here, we can send these in. Which I think is quite alright. I don't mind trading for both creatures. Skull Clamp is useless then. Okay. How badly do we want to play around Fairy Confluence? We can just play this, like just play it out. Okay, this plays around Fairy Confluence. Because we have plays to make. We can draw and stuff, but I think we want a pressure. We just want this. Well, now it's different because we have that. Here, cards don't really matter. You just want to win next turn. Okay. I mean, now we just draw because we wanna copy the rage. It's more damage. It's also a lot of damages. So they cannot get Fury or anything like that because they have only 1 card, so there's nothing. Don't scoop, don't scoop, don't dare to scoop. It's the correct lethal. I get accused of not having correct lethals or not making the right play when it's the correct lethal. Yeah, God is good without a Johnny. Anti, what's up, what's up? Yeah, it's weekend. That's why it's after lunch. Blakem, thank you for stopping by and for the stream. I'm gonna do YouTube more often, but I've been having some technical issues or issues. I'm just trying to set up things. It's new to me, so it's gonna happen more frequently. For now, it's weekends. By the way, streaming on both channels today, so maybe there's gonna be some confusion with the chat, but just pretend you know the question. If you're from the other platform, I like having all the mana out. This hand is as medium as it gets, but okay. Hmm. I think we want 3 lands. It's really hard to play Magic without lands. I swear I drafted artifacts yesterday. I swear. Two ways to go about it. Ajani, reprieve the next spell Pyro, go if I own Ajani. Carries out to lure removal out, but because they're green, I'm really tempted to just play Ajani. Just because they're green. I think it's so nice to set up for this. I think green strength is a stompy deck, like a momentum deck, because think about how elves function. Elves are not reliable at ramping into 6 and 7, but they're reliable at ramping into 4. Because if they deal with your elf, they still lose their turn, so you naturally get to 4. If they don't, you get to 4 earlier, or to 3. So you want to be like an Ouroboros, Surak, Sentinel, those sort of decks. And I think that works really well. I had some coaching sessions where my students liked green. And I said, like, why not? Let's just go for it. And we had decent success in slightly lower rank, but I think it can work. I don't want to, I'm not particularly fond of those decks, so I'm not like ramping them, but I think it's interesting. We're just repriving. I want this like to be well, now they still do it. Huh. I guess they have no other choice. It's not that bad. we gain decent tempo. I could do it and then just reprive their next spell. Might be better. Probably let it go, right? Too bad it's not a mana tight. Oh man, this also well, it's a 1/1, then we just deal with it, right? That's fine. Sucks if they got a 1/1 though. But we can put a counter on it. It's an enchantment as well. If Ephemerate was on top, yeah. Oh, that's rough. And they see the reprieve. That was an insane Spellbinder. It's not that it does anything on the board, but they are in a surprisingly good spot. I think here and then Mommy, otherwise this. Mommy doesn't even do that much, but we want to get closer to lands. That thing is gonna be a pain. Well, never mind. So we have two options. We could go this first since we have reprieve, just so we have more power. But land would do that. No, it doesn't up. Oh, what if I just play both out? I should just play both out. We shouldn't tunnel here. We should not tunnel. Because we need a bigger board. This still comes down in 2 turns. I know there can be a mass removal, but this is like just improves the board. So well, they also know about that. It's fine. Oh, look at that. Ephemerate pretty good with Pyrogoyf. Okay. You go here. That's fine. Then we swing everything but the mommy. Almost lethal. Well, yeah, we only need we have 6 damage. Gargoroth is actually good versus us. We don't have many answers for it yet. Or in hand. Yeah, I think green is interesting. It's so underdrafted that you can I think aggro is the way to go with green though, like stompy-ish, like not really aggro, but like momentum based, like questing beast type of decks, like Ouroboros decks, and then you can have like your random color added for interaction. This is fine. So no matter how we do it here, we win, right? So I guess it doesn't matter. This is my first ephemerate deck. I just never kind of pick it up early, and I think it goes pretty high. It's a good card. It's a really good card, but I always try to wheel it, but then it never wheels. Yeah, but I like cheaper spells, more flexibility, cheaper spells give you more decisions, more room to decisions, more room to multi-spell. It's easier to outplay people, and sometimes you just steamroll faster. I think people go too high on cards like Layla, Broadside, Gut. Not that they would be bad; those are really good cards. But there's so many of those 3 drops that they're replaceable. Like it doesn't. You don't care if you get Gut or Broadside. You don't care if you get Adeline or out Broadside. Like all are good. Like if it's like a small difference, doesn't matter. Like it's more about the concept. Uniqueness is more important. Like cards that you cannot replace, like Cory Steel, 0 mana spells, Ragavan, stuff like that. Pyrogoyf is really hard to replace. Fury, for instance. This is a good hand. I'm gonna keep that in case we get our beloved Cory. You don't need a removal. Well, that's fine. That's not a removal. Well, how does that work? Well, we don't need to exile it, right? We still have it. We don't get it though, they get it. But we don't need to exile it. So it's fine. No, like it's a May ability, right? You don't just need to do it. It does come back to them, yeah. I get that. I'll do that because we need a play next turn, even though we want core. And I'll do it now because can blue stop it? I guess Mox and Hull Breacher or something weird. It's just safer to do it now. Okay, also a really good one to see. Yeah, we just always choose no. It's a May ability. So it's still like a pretty good play, right? It's just a 1-2. It gets confusing when you play. But if we play, if we get our own, we can flip our own and sacrifice this one. That's actually the crazy part. That's like the combo in Modern. Which comes up in a mirror with Raga one. Wow, that was a bad draw. I'll just get this guy back. I think we still attack everything. This is gonna be awkward. Yeah, I don't see how Raga one will do much, so send them in. That was a awkward turn. They have a red spell, okay. So I think we just cast Lutri here and stuff. Just to do something. How crazy it was to see the spell though. I don't think Talia is even that good. It's okay. I would definitely take a Mother of Runes. Talia can get... Talia is deck dependent. Often you have a lot of these like... Talia is okay if you have cheap spells. But it's not okay if you have 4 mana spells. And if you have showdowns and stuff, it's just awkward. Because it's theirs. It's there, Johnny. We got it from Raga one. They would get it, basically. I can try it for the science. Oh wait, they cannot now. They don't have the mana. I think this, well, it's a bit awkward. But it's we can get a 1-drop that's first. And then we get counters. It's more pressure next turn. I'll use it. Yeah, Rona Johnny would be crazy because then we transform it. Our hand is just expensive. Playing spells out is good. In their turn, yeah, not. In our turn, though, we can. No, this doesn't. This is only either way. You can only cast it in your turn. It's worded this way. For free, you can only cast it in your turn. Okay. 5. Okay, that's a problem. That's a real problem. Because this also shrinks. It still becomes a 4. It stays a 4. Huh. I mean, we're gonna lose that. Or is it next? No. We're losing it. Oh, well. But I don't think we can together. That's so bad. That's really bad. Maybe I need to go face. F4. Bro, that's so bad. I also want to use that, but then we lose. It's a counter. A counter is good though. Do we have a land? Oh, I hate that. I think we go all in. I know they can counter it, but I think that's fine. Just for the counter. It's because it's so unpredictable otherwise. I know they get the thingy, but they don't kill anything this turn. But if they have any fetch or any spell, Flage still comes down and we haven't improved our board, and that's worse. And we still get a counter now to attack through Flage. But Robber won't do Robber is not that great if we doesn't I think counter is almost equal impact as Robber here, just to use the mana. Two spells. Okay. Oh wow, both get bigger. That's actually sick. That's sick. Yeah, we need this. But we cannot flip it now. I can flip it, but I guess if we do it post combo, they'll double block. Because we want to play both out. I can flip this one, but that's kind of bad. Okay, this comes in. Put it here or what? They double block and then play that or what? I want to play it pre-combo though. How do we deal damage? So I guess if has to go here. I think no, artifact is already in, because that would help. I think we just play it pre-combat. Let this one be. What are they gonna do? They're on 2 cards. Or I guess attacking both is good. No, attacking both is great actually. That works. Trample on that one. There's no downside. Well, damage would be downside. Maybe I should have done it. It would be one more time. I should have done it. It's just too risky. Because they always double block here, don't they? Oh, maybe not. I don't know. Because this is a matter of a counter now, but I think we're in a good spot either way. This could also mean a win, so. They have one card. Oh yeah, true. If they double one, yeah, you're right, you're right. So what if we do this? Yeah, then we also win. Okay, yeah. I don't know how I overthink that. Sure. Or they're on 2. I think we put it here. This is enough to be lethal, and this then is bigger than Flage, just in case. Cause they're almost there. They need just a fetch. All they need is a fetch or a land and 1 mana spell, and they have Flage again. Flage is so good. Flage is such a house. You can flip this one. We cannot flip the other one. That's the issue, because the other one was so big. So now it's like just over because they cannot not block the cat. Should have maybe gone this as well. Okay. Oh yeah, that was nice. I messed up. I should have attacked with that. Yeah, I thought we had it. I messed up. I should have attacked, send more in. That was bad. That was really bad. We do have the mom, you know, like they need a red spell, I guess. They would basically have a minus a creature. I don't think everything was correct because they can do this. We just lose the Johnny. Because now they cannot not flip it. Now we flip it. Yeah. But that attack was basically free with the pyro. Now I'm paranoid. 5, it's 5, it's 1 less, so we have to use, if I use that, that'll lock. These 3 go in. Block here, block here. So they basically have to put the biggest creature on pyro. So if I do that, took here and they take everything. These two here, and we lose 1. Maybe like that. Yeah, this Flage is causing us problems, but now they can't bring it back. Why is this not a cat? I would be like, this would be game if I attacked with pyro, because they wouldn't have that. Then their blocks were impossible. No, we won't flip it. They will just block that and take that. We have to deal with this. Do I have any discard? Yeah, it's looks that no attack looks really grim. I thought we had a game. I just missed the interaction there. I completely missed the interaction. I don't think I want this because they could have drawn something. I know it. Otherwise, it's a good attack. If they have nothing, but we're not in a bad spot. Does it go on theirs? You control. I could have ephemerated first. Although now it's too late. But again, like anything, well, maybe I should have.
Let fury ignite your heart.
But if I played around nothing, I should have just attacked. This was sloppy. This was sloppy. It kind of backfired from the turn I messed that Corey, not Corey, bomb at Courier. Okay. That was 2 flages. Yeah, it's a win anyways. It was an interesting game because a lot of like unusual interactions. Especially like Dara Johnny was wild. Onami was number 1 or what? Huge. What is he drafting? What is he forcing Boros? No, right? And there's no chance Nami is forcing Boros. My viewership would be also higher if I didn't force Boros, probably. Sometimes you gotta take one for the content creation. No. Bounce doesn't work. Exile doesn't work. The token goes into the zone that card suggests, right? So it's like it exiles and then it leaves the game. So it's always like if it's a bounce, it goes to hand and leaves the game. I don't know if that rule changed, honestly. It might be different back in the days. No, I was more open. I'm now more open to other stuff. Man, on the draw. So 2 things can happen, right? We can get here and that's good. I think I'm keeping. Like, we can just get a planes, which is a high chance. We can get a red removal, which would then... I think it's okay. I mean, it's a little bit of a gamble, but... If we lose, we lose. I'll just... that probably. Well, never mind. Should I just wasteland? What is stopping me from wastelanding? My own lands. I mean, doing it next turn is pretty neat, though. But I don't see the difference. What's the difference if I do it now or next turn? Other than not getting lands after that. But we can literally mana screw them. It's on a good land. Huh. I guess if they have a Mox and can play something like that. I actually don't understand the concept of this now. I don't think it's a difference the more I think of it. I guess like because we have expensive spells, I don't know. They have lands, maybe. Okay, and yeah, maybe different colors of Time Walk. That sucks. Well, that would be the same. It wouldn't change anything. Unless they don't have lands. Then it would change stuff. This is the thing about a play like that. It has this... It's an even-ish scenario if you know you're going to be able to pass your spells, right? But you can literally mana screw them. That's like the upside of an even-ish play. If that makes sense. Okay, that's fine. They're wasting cards. Time Walk was a waste as well. A little bit. I don't know. Wasn't the worst Time Walk ever, but... What if I ephemerated? That's just bad. I'll just recast it. But then the question is, do I waste land even? Because they're still ahead on mana. It might be too hurtful. It might be too hurtful. Why am I so I'm unsecure? Like I'm so unsure about the plays today. Something is wrong. I guess I could no, I couldn't dash it in. I'm gonna just play it. Also should have probably gone this land, but we need double red either way. Sure. Yeah, I'm not even sure we want a wasteland other than mana screwing them, because like we hurt ourselves more if we wasteland. Yeah, but we need some pressure going before we wasteland. Okay, at least we have more info now which land to get. Oh, they are another deck. That might be a problem. So then now definitely green. Let's attack first. I mean, now also wastelanding is so much more impactful. I don't want to waste treasure. It's not being an instant is really bad. Exalt a creature you control. Yeah, they're also missing, well, missing land drops, they have that. Oh. Got on a treasure? It's fine. They do have good spells versus aggro. They do have really good removal. Well, good. They didn't have it earlier. They drew it, but they have like these are good decks that they have like a lot of cheap spells in my opinion. Like a really good decks. But we're kinda just need a land now. Okay, I'll just okay, that's sick. It might be over. I don't think they have anything how they played, so
What a beautiful day, brother.
John is just so broken. So broken. So broken. A proof that Ajani is better than any card in the cube. Like they casted Time Walk in the game, we casted Ajani. Who went away with the win. Like Ajani is equal, if not better, to value than Ancestral Recall, and it adds to the board. It was the Blue Explorer, yeah. Time Walk doesn't always hit the same. Gobbo won. It's power 10. The thing with Ajani is it's not like it's a synergistic card, but without synergy it's also busted. So it goes from busted to the best combo. I think it's the easiest combo to pull off in the cube, like Skull Clamp Ajani, Gut Ajani, Goblin Bombardment Ajani. No, Ajani is more. I mean, Ajani is a 3-for-1 almost on the cap, almost, because they have to go so out of the way to beat it. Usually, it generates 3-for-1 on the floor. The ceiling is an engine. It wins. Because when it flips, it's a 3-for-1 straight up. Kills something, makes a dude, leaves a planeswalker behind. And then each turn, it's a 2-for-1. It's literally, it generates a 2-for-1 each turn on a tempo and on a tempo positive metric. Oh, bro. Wasteland one time. Wasteland, come on. Wasteland. Everybody say Wasteland. Satch. We tried. We tried. Robber won't do that much, but it's good to keep it alive. So I think we still go that. Like, we're on the draw and they have like a lot of mana. Ooh, Ajani. Ajani, we cannot just run it into open mana, so I'll just Robber. Even though we could flip it. But we don't have a red spell even. That's relatively okay-ish. But it means we're not gonna get a Wasteland. Such. Repeat. I want them to tap down before we go for the Ajani flip. Cannot take it. But doesn't even do much. Yeah, that mana is too brutal there. I started on the play just a single plus mana is so good. When we're doing fair thingies. You gonna are kittings coming back in Lorwyn? They are, right? You will see more kittens in Lorwyn. His opponent going aggro. I mean, to be fair, we don't have that much pressure. Just have mana up all the time. It's gonna be actually close the race, especially if they play something instant speed. Maybe we need to deal with subtlety if they play something. Because we still can. We cannot in their turn. Is this the same opponent? Well, we probably need to go... I cannot take 5, can I? Say we go here. I know we can flip a Johnny, but it might be a little bit awkward still. What do they have mana on tap? Oh, it has to be a basic mountain. But it doesn't matter, we always second the mountain. Maybe, like, this was actually close between giving them draws or not giving them draws, but so much easier to deal with a 2-1. Also attack through it. That's fine. No Nado is fine there. Oh, no cards. Have to be careful about this. Hits hard. I think I actually just because they're gonna chump. I think I give it protection. And then play a Johnny out. Or I could just play out both for next turn. What's the difference? The difference is we can play that. Oh, maybe it's better to play it. 4 damage. Just trample. I'll attack both. And play both out. I like that more.
Fight beside me, brother.
No, why wouldn't we tap that out? They don't have cards. Like, push the damage. No, it's not the same because we have free mana now, whatever we draw. Like that, for instance, wins on spot if they don't have a counter. We're really low. But they cannot survive this, can they? 4. They block here. 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 4. No, 3. I need to attack with that. And you can just finish the land off. Yeah, we're sacking the cat. It's too late to do the math. This also won't deal damage, but you can just finish the land. Wait, I can give this protection though now that they're tapped. Which would be 4, 8. That has to be lethal. 1 dies. Wait, let's do the math once it flips. 8. 1. So 1 dies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8 plus 5 is his axis, right? Green and blue. Do Tajani every single game. Brute. Felipe, what's up? What's up? Dude, can we 7-0? I'm 14-0 then in number 1. Like I started number 1 2 drafts ago. But we need this win. Ninjani. It's a Ninjani. Yeah, it's just crazy. Like Johnny does everything you want to do. Johnny does everything. It's a deck in a card. Dude, Johnny is such a toxic card. I don't think it should be in any cube. I don't think it should be in. It ruined Arena cube already. Now it ruins Vintage cube. Lean GG. So you were the opponent. Yeah, I'm bad with math. I almost messed up the math there. I mean, it's late for me. Easy keep. We have Fury. Fury forgives a lot of sins. But I think it's just like, yeah, like it shouldn't, like, I like a Johnny because it wins me so many games, but it really shouldn't be in the cube. It's not good for the balance. It's not good for combo. They want to discard some, which is not, like, depends what they have. If they have Moxes. But if we counter this now, they probably discard 2. If it's just a land. That sucks. That actually sucks really bad. Because now they get a land, they don't discard. Leopold. You can have it next turn. You do have Fury, but what does that do? Yeah, this game looks over. Imagine being in Celestia. Our hand is also so compromised, it's crazy. We can ditch it. I don't know. I'll try to attack into the 3-3 or something. Johnny still saves a lot of problems that we have. Okay, so we can still draw in their turn. This is still only one target, right? But maybe we have to let it go, which is really bad. It's really bad if they have time twister, but maybe you just have to accept that. No, they don't. They don't. Oh, they draw because it's whenever you or you. Okay, okay, yeah, you're right. So I need to target myself then. This is so bad. How badly do we want to pressure? Like, this is not gonna happen. I could pass draw, or I could destroy that. They draw a card. Because this hand is impossible. I think we gotta do it. I mean, next turn I can play it out, but I need a land. Yeah, I need a mountain. I think I'm gonna just pass and whatever happens, happens. Can draw on their turn. If they have the thingy, they have the thingy. No, we can still sack. Because it's one and in their turn we can draw one. But yeah, if they have the time to do that's actually relatively fine. Because it goes to 1. And then we deal with both. But it does mean that they draw 2 cards, which I guess we have to live with.
Don't worry, I got
But I would want to land. Oh, come on. I mean, sometimes they just have it. You cannot do much. Our hand was really, really bad. That's maybe true. But we cannot... I guess, yeah, I can target myself. But this is more mana efficient. I don't think we beat a Twister either way. I don't think we should play our own Twister. Like, other than killing it, but then they still... I don't know, we go down cards, their hand still beats us. So it's... Yeah, they just... Feels like they just had it all here. I guess if their hand was like 3 Twisters, if they literally drafted Wheel, Twister, and the other one, then maybe I should kill it, and that gives us a chance, but that's such an unlikely scenario, it's crazy. No. Okay, well, on the play, I'll keep it. Can you? You can, right? It's actually more likely attacking, but voice is so good. I guess one reason to keep would be a Johnny, but okay. If they have counter spells, I think we just play it tap. There's likely that we play Boros either way on this stage. Yep. Late to the party. Late to the party. Yikes, Ocelot. Probably have to ignore it next turn. Oh, but then we just lose this now. So that doesn't work. What a scam. Of scams. I think we still play it because it can block. It's efficient and it blocks the 1/1s. Yeah. Ocelot Pride is a scam. If we had this, everything would be fine on one, but okay, no. Oh, so we cannot do these two. We have to. I mean, we need to deal with voice if we want a reprieve. But I do want mother as well. I mean, we can start attacking with mother, but the reprieve doesn't do anything. It would be so good if they didn't have voice. Ooh. This next turn. Have a land. We have 5 mana. Chill, Bill. Then we don't have these two. I think we just everything next turn. I think everything next turn. No, but I don't like losing a land this turn. Or did they do this and nothing else? Like, they have to have a 4 mana spell or they don't have like a removal, I think. Or they drew something. Yeah, it's just this their turn can be now pretty bad for us. But I don't think I even want to deal with Ocelot right at this stage. It definitely has to be voice. Because of a reply, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll be so far ahead next turn if they let us untap with creatures. Four mana is scary though. Okay. Okay, so Mesa. They can interact now, but we have that reprieve, so this is the safest. Mother stays still either way, so. Has to be a 1-mana white spell. Reprieve. It goes into hand. I think it's too good to reprieve it. I mean, I could sack Bobble, but it's bad. Oh, now I still have to deal with the cat, but that's fine. And we get to use the reprieve, so voices also, whatever. Oh, that's good. That's really good. Thinking of 5 is not bad. And now I can make. Oh, I actually don't need to kill the cat. Because I can make the. This works, right? I can make the token bigger. Instant speed you and. Why did. Isn't it random? Oh, we got the sync card. We saw the sync card. Okay. This and. Obviously wanted to screw us over. Resolution order. Voice or keep the 4-1. I guess we have to deal with the first strike is so annoying. Ten damage. Collapses. This card is Busto, I think. Well, that card is Busto as well. Come on. For the deal with Adeline. Right, yeah. We'll deal with that even, yeah, it's 5. I guess we still deal with it. So. I can play all out. But then this would need to not be dashed in. Which I think it's good. One has to go here either way. I think both go there. Probably safer to deal with Comet, but... Oh, maybe not. They have to get really, really lucky. I think it's just face. Let's go. No, we couldn't do it next turn because it would disappear. The collapse was under the showdown. The sequences are actually so freaking complicated. And I can see it's hard to... I mean, I think it's easier when you play than when you watch. When you watch, you can blink away and you just kinda don't see the interaction. But it was under a showdown. Yeah, that issue is always there for sure. But not really, like, it still takes down. Because they're gonna lose the creatures, right? Like, okay, yeah, if it rolls like 6 until it gets like enough 1/1s, then it needs to be 6 into like 1. But yeah, I get what you're saying. You have to be extremely lucky though. I think you still trust the mat there. Like it's just it feels like giving them an extra turn feels bad. And it's so unlikely in this case where we had everything. They lose the board, they go to 3 basically. Funny is I had games where rolling 6 was lost me the Comet because it was too many down ticks. I shouldn't have rolled basically because there was a chance to get 6 again. 7-1, 7-1. We're gonna do one more today. It's gonna be a shorter stream, but one more is fine. I just need I need some water, so I'll be right back. All right, all right. Flutter, what's your rank right now? What I mean, I can always get unlucky. I can always get unlucky, and I went 0-3 before with Boros. I think Boros is quite a it's consistent, but it still doesn't have the highest ceiling. So if you end up playing against like too many combo decks that are completely busted or control decks that are completely busted, you just lose. Oh, you're on 2 accounts. Okay, okay. Guys, I haven't checked any avatar stuff. I'm not gonna do a set review, but maybe we should catch on. I don't know, or maybe tomorrow, because today it's a shorter stream. Let's do that tomorrow, just on some key cards, because I don't want to go in completely blind. Let's just draft. Let's just draft. I do want to get a busted artifact deck, but I don't think Weekend is the best way to pursue that because too many casuals and they will take academies and stuff for no reason. Well, so this probably wheels because it's Weekend, and that would be crazy that it wheels. But okay, if you have Moxes, Sage gets so high in value. If we wheel a Brain Priest, there's that reality. The content reality is also there. Mind Twist, I actually am quite down on. It used to be great at the beginning, but now everybody's on aggro and Mind Twist is weird. Where is this aggro? I mean, it's quite a bad card if you ask me. People just like to pursue it. Like those archetypes are always sketchy because if you don't get the other piece, you cry. I'll try to win. Combo is weird in a one-off format. In Constructed, you play 4 off cards. I really like this card. I really like the upside of Sahili. You need Boros content. I think, well, this card is really good in control either way. In both control and aggro. I'm either portable. I don't think I like pursuing Oku that early. I think Oku is overrated. Sahili this or like these three. Sahili has a really high upside, I think, so we could go here. I guess Dismember is just but 4 life, I don't know. I don't think this like 4 life is really rough. I think you want to be black. I'm gonna go for the upside. Maybe we do some artifact shenanigan. Sahili and artifact is crazy. Top tier. Luros. I think it's just top tier. That goes into almost anything. Because it's such an aggro format. Like Snuff Out is performing really, really poorly, by the way, in this format because of 4 life. No. I still wanna be open to Boros. This is not a Boros card. It is a good card in some archetypes, that's true, but Sahili you can play in aggro, by the way. It might be that we're doing something else. I do like this card. Treasure Cruise. Not really that fond of anything else like Emrakul if we go do something completely crazy with like show and tell or something, but that seems like a way to wreck a draft. Maybe we can be like a tempo-ish spells heavy deck. Yeah, I mean this I would like, but I'm not like I think this is quite a flexible card. You can be like blue-white flyers or something, tempo. This is also okay. Maybe we're black. If we go artifacts, I think like that might be a better reality. This card is really good. Like Sahili artifacts. I don't see what to do with the Goif with the cards we have. I know it's just a good card, but I don't like just good stuff decks. That seems like a terrible way in an unfair format. Okay, green, in red-black, I would play it. But blue-red is a better artifact color. This would work with Sahili. Oh, there's a lot of Boros cards here. There's a land, Brainstorm, which only works if we get the lands. What about double spelling? Oh, Mox. I never had that much success with Zenith thingy guy. Staff is a little bit better, yeah, I think, in Boros. But are we Boros? Or do we want to do some stuff here? To be fair, Zenith. What if we try this guy out? Staff. True, yeah. Now let's do. I mean, you cannot really go wrong with staff in blue-white. Seems not that bad here. But that's parent is a house. Yeah, a lot of black cards. There's nothing. Blue-white I can see going still here. So maybe Tidebinder makes more sense. I don't know, like white-black seems so bad. Like maybe I could. Or I guess the land. But this land is I don't know. I think it's a little bit costly. Ooh. I think with Mox Ruby that this card is so good though. It's so hard to pass it. Because we don't have a removal yet. If you promise me we go red, I'm taking Mind Collapse. I think it's better. This is good, but it has like a some downside. This card doesn't have downside. But okay. Removal or Dismember. Probably Dismember here. Because we now have some live game. I'm gonna regret playing Dismember though without black. But we need cheaper spells. The format is just so freaking aggro. Just easy that. It's a lot of black. I think this card is just like it's really not performing great. That's the issue. Same goes with Dismember. I mean, it's a little bit better in a deck like that, but still don't want to take that. This card is actually good. Are we actually black? No, I think I'll just I'll be stubborn here. Jeskai or blue white. Usually I don't like Mox Diamond that much, but there's some decks in artifact decks that's way better. Yeah, I know, but I don't know. Like, you don't have usually that many lands. Treasure. Yeah, I can see be blue white, that's why. Then this is a little bit better because you have more card draw and you get more lands, but in Boros you just kind of discard a land and then you don't get a land, so it feels bad. I think we wheel that. There's a wooded foothills which I could take, but then I need a tundra or what? Oh no, my favorite card, or one of my favorite cards. This is expensive. Unholy Heat. Still gonna take that, but yeah, it feels like Boros reality is better. Like, we don't even have good blue cards. These are usually replaceable because you just see so many. Sneak attack. Try to splash Minsk. I'm just gonna take it because there's nothing. If there was any playable, I would take it. I don't think this is needed. We're not really close to splashing it is the issue. And we need lands in our main colors first, so in case it accidentally happens. What? Oh, what? It's Sunday. Wow, this as well. That settles it. Yeah, all the back and forth. Look at that, more cats. This is actually so good. You can go mono white and have a red permanent. Might wheel. I'm taking the cat. We need lands. Our mana will be terrible. But we can light splash maybe red. Meow. Can we pass that with Sage? There's a land. I always regret taking 3 draws, but this is one of the best one with a Johnny. But we need a removal. And we need this. I mean, I guess like there's a chance one wheels. Too bad. Like what? I shouldn't have taken the champion. The champion is so medium. Then this gut pick would be easier. This is great. Yeah, I think we need something to sack. I mean, there's just no artifact card. It's like everybody's taking the artifact card. Like we haven't seen a single payoff. You need to get Academy or Urza Saga, otherwise the artifact deck is just not. There's no upside to it if you don't get those two cards. I think it's like that's my mentality with artifact. If I see Academy, I'll pursue it. Otherwise, or Saga. Otherwise, I'll just not bother. Like you need that first before you pursue it. I think. Like it might be that you don't. They're not even opened. And yeah, then these are just cards that they're just broke. That's the artifact plan there. You might get mins, but I don't even think it does that much in this deck, even if we get the lands. I'll still take it, whatever. Could take that, but I think we're light splashing. I don't think it adds any power if we splash it. Something's good. But we could go more mono based. Minsk and Boo. Funny is, I mean, I'm not playing Fire Blast in this deck, so. Okay, nice. We badly needed a removal. That's a good one. Mox. I never really liked Mox that much in Boros. Fable is really good, but I think it's Adel in here because of our mono white potential. We have this and three spells for a Johnny. I know we need something for a Johnny, but Adeline is like quite there with the Fable, if you ask me. Fable is a little bit better, I think, in this deck, especially because it adds us like the discard. Granting the discard is pretty huge. That's good. This is really great. Can we wheel the bauble? How good is actually? I mean, Philia is always going to be great, but we have so many cheap spells. This can go. Oh, nice. This card I love. Voice is great, but not passing a Taiga here. Taiga Johnny, Taiga got. Well, Taiga Johnny is especially busted. But then it bounces Shelly. Magdi, quite a crazy card in this cube. Okay, we're gonna take that again. The mono white. These like Pyrokinesis is one of the highest win ratio among top players, and the card is really really insane. If you have a Johnny, you can just flip it for free. For free, I mean, for no mana. The issue is we don't have enough red spells, so. Yeah, we got all three. I wouldn't mind a Layla. That would be better than this champion. For just we need some red spells, but we'll maybe get something. Ooh, nice. That flips a Johnny. Are we fine with removal? This is a little bit concerning, but we have some removal. This is such a medium one. White aggro tribal, yeah. Pyrokinesers for 3 nada triggers. Okay. I mean, to be fair, Johnny is still good even if you don't flip it, but... We'll play these two. Reds, we have some red spells. Containment Priest, but there's the mana. Lootery also, but I don't think it even does that much. What does it even copy in this deck? I mean, it's a free card. Yeah, but we need double red and all. I mean, we have Caracas. Ooh. We wave in. Swords also crazy, but wave is better. Man, I didn't take Containment Priest. Won't wheel. Can I go back? Oh, nice. We wheel that. So we have three red spells now and potentially this, but I don't think it does that much. Revoker is questionable. Bobble. Don't have really great ephemerates targets. But Bobble for Sage is just free. I think we want another removal. Well, I guess this is removal. But we wouldn't mind another piece. We probably won't get it though. Magdi, does that count as removal? This deck is way worse than the last one, but fine. I think it's functional. Could play Rebel Master, but... Ooh. That I'm playing. The only thing I would want is like 2 more pieces of removal, but there's no chance. What, the 4 damage spell? Splash this. I don't know, we're not splashing it. I'm gonna take a counter spell. Minsk Dream. Minsk is removal. This we could play. It's another red permanent, just deals with small creatures at least. I'm a little bit afraid that we really are bad at dealing with anything that's like just anything. Okay. El Commando can deal with artifacts. Pelia can do things and stuff. Oh wait. Like this. This is 4, 5, 6, 7. That's fine. 16 plus Mox. Two more cuts. Like all the 1-drops. Commando, but it kind of pseudo is the removal. This could go, but it's a red spell for a Johnny. It's quite good with Philia, actually. But I've never been that impressed by the champion. Staff doesn't do that much. Because we don't care about drawing cards that much. I know it triggers a lot, but we cannot draw, like, if you don't have removal, you cannot go late game. Yeah, just the Dajani, but yeah, you're probably right. It is good on 2 cards. I mean, it's good on with Philia especially. But yeah. Bobble is always good. Never cut a bobble. Have Sage. Yeah, but I'm worried that we won't able to go late game because we don't have removal. Like, if there's something big sticks, it doesn't matter if we draw half of our deck. But okay. Maybe Commando goes. It is good to have that effect, though. Ten. I think we still need 7. Red. Could see 6. 10, 11, 12. Double spelling on 1 drops is important, but yeah, 12 is okay. I needed to take, I think, that 5 damage spell. I think this is just too good. Everything is tapped. We know they don't have a removal. Okay, it could be some weird mass removal, that's fine. Tap Bombardiers. Now we have counter spells up. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're almost there. But cannot do it this turn, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then a token, it's 9. Next turn. I mean, even this is interesting. No, that's good. Because we can decide if we don't counter, we can decide to do that, to draw. Next turn it would give us a 1-1 though. So I guess. Ooh, oh, ambitious. Ambitious. Shelly in 2025. Imagine. No, but Shelly is surprisingly bad in this cube. It's actually a good card. Like, obviously it wasn't printed long ago, but I think it just suffers from Caracas being there. And it's not like 5 damage spell, like the red spell kills it and stuff like that. It's just weird, like, yeah, too many cards are awkward versus Shelly, I think, in this cube. It used to be so good in Arena cube when there is no Caracas and no fast mana and stuff. Although you can ramp into Shelly. Oh, this hand is okay. Bro. Make it 2 mana and then Universes Beyond, yeah. But some cards have really aged well, like Jace, for example. What is Jace in this day and age? Or what is Broadbraid Elf in this day and age? What am I supposed to do? Just curve out? Yeah, Fable will not be... Who knows what cards they will print in 2 years. Well, Bowmaster should be probably in. It would just kind of nerf... I mean, Bowmaster is really good versus a deck like ours. Okay, that's so bad for us. That's so bad. With a Black Lotus. What combo do you have, basically? And we lose to it. But some people put Tutor in random decks. Which is... I think this is a bad card unless you combo. Through the breach and top. Yeah, top would make Storm way better. But combo decks are so weird because even in Vintage Cube, I think if you want to spike it, you kind of avoid them. Because 1-off combo versus like constructed combo, which is 4-off, is just wild to me that you would want to draft combo. For the funsies, I guess. Wow, that's the best balance ever. But that works with Vampiric Tutor well. So we're not keeping Wave, we're keeping Fable, we're keeping Caracas, and we're probably keeping... I could see keeping Wave actually, you can still discard it to Fable. It's just that they don't have anything that works with Wave now, so maybe it's better to have a big removal, or this to get the cards back. Maybe just Dismember. Although... Depends what they are. They could be creatureless control. To sack Lotus probably, unless they have... If they have... I'm crying if they have a Spell Pierce, but what are you gonna do? Play Shelly off of Chromox or something wild. Okay, that's not the worst Lotus for us. Not Chromox, Lotus. Okay. 3 cards, we're not in that bad of a shape. Probably that has to go now. I don't know what they're playing because it looks like more of a pile, so they could be having creatures. Okay, well, cannot play this and have Caracas up. That has to be Adeline here. Because then it means they have to throw a mass removal prior to the turn. If I got a planes, it would be different. There was maybe a reason to keep that, but plays around the days. I mean, I know we can bounce that, but then like what, Flicker Fable? That's kind of good. But we resolve Adeline, I think that's huge. This they can counter and then we have almost nothing. Okay. I don't think we go for one more damage. But we can... I'm a little bit afraid to do that because of Hull Breacher. Because we're so far ahead right now. Could just sit. I think we just sit. I mean, I could play it and then wait till their turn. Yeah, we have to watch that Caracas doesn't get tapped. Can they combo this turn on us? Probably Storm. I think it could be Reanimator. It's quite wild. Could be Storm, yeah. Grixis. Splash that. But Storm is always this sort of deck where sometimes they just don't have it because it was not in the pool. They pursued it or something. Maybe they got one piece. So you never know how bad or good Storm is, or how bad or good Storm deck you're facing. Oh wait, that's the Caracas is this is a non-card. It doesn't exist. It's a 4-mana do nothing.
We will stomp out evil.
Caracas is just too freaking busted. Too freaking busted. They're dead. Can't even copy anything. That everything is legendary. Sure. Oh no, it makes a dude. Which I guess is good for us. It's end step. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's lethal, but I'm just trying to figure out the interaction. It's actually quite cool. It minus a counter. Dude, balance is the most balanced card. I keep on saying balance is always balanced. I swear. Like, it's as punishing as it... and it looked good here. It looked good, but they still sacked a land and they were mana screwed. Blink Mox. Oh, to get it untapped. True. But I think blinking, in this case, if they weren't that, it's better to blink the Minsk, right? They get a token either way. Upkeep. But Minsk down ticks. Again, Minsk we just can ignore because of the Caracas. Resign every draft when it doesn't work out. I think when you get the deck, it's good, but it's so hard to get it. And you need the tutors to be consistent. I like these interactions so much that are so niche, like Caracas versus Minsk or Caracas versus Shelly and stuff like that. Minsk is especially interesting. Do I ever mull that? I think we mull it on the draw. I mean, I can get a Mox or a 1-drop in one draw. In 2 draws is also okay because we go favorable. Just so slow. Still hard to mull that. I guess Parallax Wave would break that on 4. Or something like a Sage if we get a Mox, but then we need Sage and a Mox. Mox would break the dynamic. I think we mull it. It's better, I think. Yeah, okay, other hand would just lose. So good that we mulled. We were just too slow on the draw. I mean, it's still not great for us. The guide is so oppressive, but at least now we have a removal and Fable and we can draw stuff. And this can outgrind. Okay, no one drop is good. I think we need to deal with the guide. Well, our own guide. Yeah, I think we just need to. It's so bad actually. Dealing with a one drop with a oh my god. That really feels bad, but there's so many cards that produce two bodies. And then Giver, like this is kinda bad versus them either way after that. To exile this for another token. Oh, that's really interesting. That makes me want to play it so we can flicker Fable, but Fable can start generating mana. The issue is if they play something bigger. We cannot give it flying yet. So it might be safer to go Fable, but we don't have anything to discard. I can flicker that, I guess. No, but that's end step. Flicker their stuff, but now we can draw. I think it's fine to go Philia here. I also play around mana tight, so I'll just do it in their turn. Yeah, because the discard doesn't do that much. We don't know what we want yet. So it's maybe better to wait with the discard either way. I'll just do it. This is too good. Why would they? Oh no, but they have the. But even if they go rage here, it's really good for us. But then I need to double block. No, that's bad. I think we have to take it. Yeah, we have to take it. They have rage or something. Like otherwise they wouldn't attack into a 1-2. I know they have removal probably either way, but that would die. Yeah. Surprised that they attacked there actually. Okay, wow. We get the thingies. Stuff and thingies. So play that out. Doesn't really matter. They cannot mana tight us. And we can draw end step. This staff is doing work here. Their hand is also terrible. So I don't want to attack with Guide of Souls unless I put counters on it. Which I guess is also fine here. They would have killed it in response. Yeah, because if they have Philia, they can bounce the token either way, so it's better to put counters here. Like otherwise attack Philia can eat that. Oh, annoying. So got a little bit punished. Putting it on our... But there could be Blink and then it's worse here. I cannot get anything free. This is still really, really slow. Well, we don't have red spells almost. But yeah, we have the thingy. That's good. Oh, well. How far we want to stretch it here? I could go for like max damage, which is then here and then re-equip, but I kind of feel like we're gonna get stuff to play out. That's better to do one less damage. Here is also good. Maybe we push this attack through. I kinda dig that. We don't need to wave this turn. Draw. Just play it out for the efficiency. Well, we have mana for this. No, we don't. We have, but I don't think it's not worth sacking a treasure. Feels bad post combat, but I think we want a board. We want a board rather than drawing cards here. I know we can do that, but I think we just want the board. No, but it's like this is still like a +1 damage. I think it's important to add to the board. Like cards don't really like we have enough stuff to do. Cards don't do anything now. It would be different if we didn't have like ways to spend mana. Because we can still draw at any point of the game where the tempo won't be a factor. So we just go in with wave. Oh, they have the. Oh, that's a little bit different. They might have mana tight. 1, 2, 3, 4, which I might play around here. But it gets complicated to play around wave. Probably worth it though. Scalar Rider still doesn't do anything. Uh, so here. They can give it protection, but who cares? Like obviously for that reason that would be so good, but I think they have the mana tight. Maybe I shouldn't have attack with that. Just this. Yeah, that was bad, probably. Yeah, that was bad. I guess I should have give that the. Yeah, I don't know. That was bad. I would say we go here. I don't want to wave into tight next turn. Like it's just. I don't think we can lose if we next turn wave. I should have probably, yeah, just attack with this and Skull Clamp and we draw cards if they block. To be fair, we did 4 damage, which is not nothing. Which probably means this is lethal, but yeah. Could have probably sent something else in as well. But that gets blocked. I won't waste treasures here. We have plenty of stuff to do. Because now we can, even if they have a reprieve, we can recast it. Yep. Boros still as good as day one. Crazy. Day one I wasn't even drafting Boros. My first 3 days were combo and mid range, because that was my perception of Vintage Cube. In Vintage Cube, I most of the times ended up in red-black, but I wasn't ever that invested into it, Vintage Cube. Like red-black or Mardu, good stuff, and sometimes artifacts. That's the decks I was mostly drafting. But it was still like Vintage Cube, the Boros is equally good as here. I think there's just cheaper removal is premium, and then cards like Fury and Pyrokinesis. And just like, it's more about... I think you want to put yourself in a position where you can multi-spell way more often than opponent in any archetype in this cube. Especially in Boros, versus any archetype as well. Just because then you have leverage over plays. Otherwise, if you match the board with creatures like 1-for-1 versus Boros, that's not gameplay, that's just like rolling a die. So you want to really go out of the way to pick like cards that break tempo and then just play better. It's more about gameplay still in with Boros. Oh yeah, true, like 40 for that card is in but to be fair, Reanimator has way better cards. And there's better cards for Storm as well, like top and stuff. What is this hand? I wouldn't mind the removal, but I mean we have Mother and Ocelot. Okay, that's still concerning that they start, but okay. So if they go... that's probably whatever in the mirror. Not that bad in this hand though. I mean, not that bad against this hand because we're short on mana. So this has the highest upside, because it could be that. But we could go Mother first and then 2. But it's if they have a red creature, it doesn't really change that much. This would draw a card for a potential land and it blocks. So it's like there's an argument for all 3. I'll just probably go here. I think Tinker is better in this queue because other broken strategies are not that good. So Tinker is kind of one of the most broken strategies. But yeah, you don't have that many good targets, that's true. But it's good enough usually to go Portal or Citadel. Show and Tell is probably also better for that reason. Well, that's probably fine because it's a white card. Interesting game, we need lands. It is underrated. I mean, it's such an all-in strategy, but sometimes it just works. Yikes. Oh wow. Thank you, Oppo. Oppo didn't read Mother of Runes. Unless they have... They could have... I'm not going to play around Pyrokinesis. We get completely wrecked by it, but I think they're too far ahead. It is a white card, right? It's not an artifact. Okay. Now we need lands. I think we Skull Clamp Mommy here. I could draw. But it's only 1 card deep, so it's a little bit sketchy. It's true that this combo is quite nasty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But they have a red card. Huh. Could be here, but we don't really have anything to protect then, so Sorry, mommy. Well, we would get there, Satch. And here I don't want to deal with that. For obvious reasons. We don't have a double spell next turn. Is that a concern? That is a concern, but okay. I should have put it here. That was just bad, but okay. I'm sloppy today. Maybe they'll play around mana tight now. Huh? They have a 5-drop. Shit. Huh. Okay, that's so bad. We're still losing so badly here. Didn't play a land yet, did they? Oh, they actually played around. They actually played around Confluence. See, it worked out, but it's still pretty bad for us. They actually played around it because I made a mistake, crazy. But it was still bad. I mean, we're still in a terrible, terrible spot. Now we're not mana Confluence, mana Tide. I mean, it's funny, but I think we still lose. We can flicker that. Wait, can I? I can destroy that. But then they just no, they cannot respond. Oh no, it's artifact. Oh, creature artifact. Why is that card so bad? Destroy that and they remove it or what? Luckily they lost Caracas, so there's a chance. This is tapped. Try to draw removal, but we don't even have a lot of removal. Still better to just play it, right? We don't have a double spell. Three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. I think we don't, because we get 2 tokens. This won't do much, but we get 2 tokens if they do that, then. Set target artifact or creature. Why is this card so bad? They're gonna just. So we gotta do this. I could like try to Skull Climb, but it feels like they're just gonna use that. And mana tight might or might not matter. It's so random. Probably doesn't matter. What do you think, chat? Flickering is not that great because it stays for longer. I think I'm gonna try like it's just. I guess I could do that then. Which is a token. Where is this? Yeah, but this stays for longer out, so I think that's better. Would suck if they get a 5-draw, but that's so random. Like they are on their top decking. Like this gives us a chance to beat it actually. We just need to assemble a big enough board now. If we get any like a land here, we're really good. Okay. Annoying. Land. This is a second. Whenever you cast the spell, if you cast another spell this turn. You lose the token, they get Layla back. But we have one more flyer. We have to chum this turn. But the thing is, then we have lifelink with Ocelot. Yeah, I mean, it's they need to wait for a turn. I think we're fine. It's not really great that it comes back now, but we go super low. Common wave hope. They have another draw here. It's okay. Don't want to go too low. Surprised they didn't give it protection. This is such a pain, the Magdi, so does so much. For way too little. Okay. This is great. So we attack first. Do I equip? More life, right? This is VG. I mean, this now hoses Magdi. So we're actually in a really good spot. All of a sudden. We get 2 tokens. This first resolution. Arena's right this time. Two cards deal with Layla, gain 4 life seems kinda safe, but we can just double block, I guess. That keeping that seems pretty good. They have this so we don't gain life. Oh wait. No, don't have a fire blast. Bro, if they have a fire blast. Yeah, keep on forgetting the protection thing. Okay, no fire blast, confirmed. Oh, Fable token also comes in now. They have Giver tapped. Fable token is then a red creature, so we attack with Ocelot plus Sage. We attack with everything. But that's not that cannot be enough. I refuse to believe that's enough. They only can play one out either way. Or either the Fury or 2 of these. Funny is that untap land that I messed up. That was actually a mess up. Probably won us the game, that's true, yeah. Because they didn't have Caracas. Caracas would completely hose us. They played around... it feels like... Because they wouldn't Chromax otherwise, right? They played around mana tide. Crazy. And I didn't have it. I drew it next turn. But that was just a mess up. Funny. Sometimes you just have to punt to win. Lesson learned. They can trample, but no, we see everything. They can't really trample. There's only one card that tramples in the format, and there's no hidden cards. I guess they could draw it here. But even then, how do they finish, right? There's no direct damage. What's the goal before Spider-Man? 75% win ratio or what? And how is this deck that good? I thought it would be worse. I think it's weakened. It really shows that it's weakened. The opponent's decks are not that focused. I've been not doing that well with Boros like last 2 days. Plus, I've been playing it less, obviously, because I did other stuff, but it's not talk enough the timing when Arena actually has a weaker competition. That's not talked enough. I think it's the busy hours are the best. The busy hours are by far the best. Depends also on what you want to achieve. There's probably some niche archetypes that are better that it's easier to get in like downtime. But yeah, downtime, I mean like less busy hours. This is probably fine, not great. Wow, Luros. It's a control deck probably, yeah. It's really hard to make an aggro Luros companion because like the best cards are 3 drops. Oh man, Spell Pierce, no. But it's good if you have left Black Lotuses in like a control deck. I guess it's awkward if we have to crew it Layla if we want to be efficient, but the only reason to keep that for a turn would be Sage on the top deck. I think we do it now because Hull Breacher is such a pain. Oh no, they cannot have Hull Breacher. What am I talking? Maybe that was a mistake. Still gonna just do it. Yikes. That would be so good. Why didn't I play it out? Yeah, I mean, it can be good. They have a spell, like 100%. Okay, Mystical Tutor is definitely a choice. But it could be a combo deck. So they go down a card to get a card. I guess it's this, because I don't want the tokens to be... And then just put it here. Is there anything that... Not much punishes. I mean, the Skull Lamp is not even that great here, but yeah. Could go for 1 more damage, but then it's re-equipped, which I don't like. That goes... Corey still this problem. Luckily, the wave is really good versus Corey. That's just a deck. That's just interesting. Just a pile. Okay, that's good. Can we afford a turn? Take a lot of damage. Then I guess this would go here. Probably safer to just wave here. Oh, I'll let them do that. Twiller started, but I don't care if they get it. Is this deck the truth? I don't know. It's doing well. I'm not sure. Like I didn't think it would be that good, but it has good cards. By the way, this is Cube. Don't copy the the deck list for constructed. Would not advise that. Wave doing broken stuff like always. This we take. Man, Dismember is such a pain. Why did I ever pick it? Need to deal with Luros is another thing, but don't have anything. It's funny how like awkward this is. Like all three cards. I want to deal 9. Cannot deal 9 because we would get it next turn. No. Oh no, it's 3 from the top. That's good. I have to decide what to do with that. Because if I discard, they get it under. Do I just kill it pre-com? I don't care about the card. And then it doesn't matter, I guess, but maybe graveyard stuff matters. Could not draw. This is good up, I think. And now it's pretty good to exile it. If they don't get that. I don't think we draw. I just like I could discard the Dismember, but then they get it here. And that feels bad. And if we go too low, Dismember will be awkward. Don't have anything in the yard for Luros. It doesn't look like a particularly good Luros deck. Oh, I see what they're doing though. Huh, this member completely useless. Well, we're gonna use it now. It's not that useless, but they have Snapcaster, we lose next turn. Oh, bro! Am I gonna lose because of that? Because of that dismember. Wait. 4. 1 short. We just lose because of freaking dismember. Crazy. No, wait. Yeah, this cannot attack. 1 short. Because of fate. Oh, does it? Let's try. I mean, we don't have anything to lose. Dude, if they lose, because that would be so funny. That's so funny. Let's try. I mean, it doesn't matter. Shadow is it needs a shadow, no other. Let's see. No, it doesn't work. 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Why doesn't it work again? Oh, cause it's in your hand. It's not in your graveyard. Okay, we learned something, chat. Bro, this member killed us. We would have won otherwise. I swear this member is bad. Like, it's good when you're in black. But it's not great and when every deck is aggro. But, I mean, we need a removal. Yeah, I think you need black mana for this member. 4 is a lot. Now, if I didn't cast it there, you would just win because we had another turn. Feels bad. Mono green, let's go. The meta has shifted. There's not a single removal in mono green. There's where you need this member. Fine. I'm gonna still go Giver into Magdi and hope we get a land in 2 turns. This is just such a good start if things align. This is too slow for Cube Inspector into crack a clue, I think. We're more likely losing that game. Well, That what makes me want to go Layla. I go like that. I could see attacking for 1 more damage because all our other cards are valuable, but I really want another land. So because of that, if I had Adeline, I would attack. If I had the mana for that. Because no, it's not good missing damage. Well, Sagers. So I could go for value. That's so good. I mean, we can play these two. It's all fine. I'm gonna attack with Layla first. It's not clear what the game is about, and value is not bad. Value is never bad. It's better versus days and stuff. This pattern, because they see it, they're gonna counter that either way. Yeah, but that's cool because it's a free card. Mox, what a scam is a Mox on 2. Oh, annoying. Still pause combat is fine. I mean, I could attack. I could push damage through, but there's cards we can draw. Like that, for instance. Reagan, what's up? I had pauses here and there, but I'm playing since elementary school, which is 2002 probably. But I played a pre-constructed deck, like one pre-constructed deck with friend for probably 2 years. So does that count? I don't know. I started like competing in 2014 till 2017, 18. And then I didn't play much Magic until I started streaming. I mean, I just cannot give up Magic ever, so, and now I'm a content creator. Here I am. It was a passion, my passion since childhood. I only really have 2 hobbies like ever had in my life, like real hobbies that I stick to, like music and Magic, and now it's just more or less Magic. Yes, no, probably not. No, black doesn't matter. You want to exile their Goyf, and we don't want it to return before they die. Wait, what is I'm bad with some English words. Lucrative means like financially sustainable. Or did I just made up the translation? Yeah, money making. Well, I can. I'm. It's a grind, but in Slovenia it's a little bit easier. I do content plus coaching. Coaching helps a lot. We have technically lethal, so actually I think I'm going for that. I could backfire. That's fine. It's 2 turns. I think this is better. We're one short with no, it's little with Adeline. Yeah. Was just thinking if there's anything for 1 mana. my coaching play boards. I try to be pretty open, like to satisfy the kind of the, I don't know, the preferences of the student. So we would do a lot of stuff. In my last coaching session, we drafted green even. And it to a decent success, actually. Any advice for free to play? I wouldn't overthink it, honestly. Just drafting is huge. Like, get better at drafting means just play more drafts. You're gonna get better at drafting. Means you're gonna build collection. That's the way to free to play in Arena. And it's like just a matter of the better you are, the more you can draft, right? So you draft until you get then you do the quests each day. Play some constructed in the meanwhile. Do what you can with your collection. But the better you get, the more frequently you draft because you get the rewards back. Wow, this hand. Except that we don't have red permanent, but that's fine. It's a really good hand. We can start flickering a Johnny. Yeah, Boris Gaming is back. I'm trying. I really am. But it's just open on weekends. What can you do? I had an artifact deck on this account yesterday. A busted, like a 7-0 artifact deck. I guess it doesn't matter. No, it really doesn't matter. Oh man, it's weekend. It is weekend and protection does. But protection is worded differently on weekends. This happens literally every single game today. Whenever we have Mother out, Mother just like completely hoses everything. But I guess they learned something, so it's not all bad. I can trade and get like 2 Ajani triggers. That's like, and they cannot even trade. It's another thing.
Teamwork triumphs.
Let's see if it goes the other way as well. To be fair, protection is not intuitive. Protection is not. I mean, okay, no. Sorry, Oppo. Oh, yeah.
It's not perfect, but we have peace.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Balance. Could be balance, but I mean, what are you gonna do? Balance still means a land plus a card, and we have that. Pyroclasm, yeah. I mean, but Mother won't protect versus balance. Okay. That's pretty good for them. But I don't see, like, I really didn't see a good balance yet. Like a pretty completely busted balance I haven't seen. I think balance is just balanced. They go top tier, flip a Johnny end step with Dismember and then Fable. I kinda like the idea of having that protection up. We're so far ahead. This could even get like mana tight and stuff. There's that upside, which I usually don't overthink, but okay, that card is great though. Although it doesn't kill the planeswalker, so I think we're Gucci. We just need to do it now. It's still annoying. It's such a good card. It's crazy.
Hunt down the deceivers.
But that's like the only card that really gets them in somewhat of a reasonable spot. That's good. Another token dies. Wow, that's such a pain. I mean, what are you gonna do? You just gotta pressure the wave. Two of the most broken cards in Cube against each other.
To me.
Let's see which card is better. I'm gonna deal with both. They made some really questionable planes. This would be minus the damage. That flips a Johnny. Oh no, that flips that. Okay, that's kind of busted. That's kind of busted. Yikes. Okay, now we need our own. We need our own wave. Because now they can attack a Johnny. It gets problematic. Okay, there's our own wave. That's good. I'm not discarding here. Okay. This is awkward though. They have that infinite loop there. How do we... Wow, that's insane. Bro. Oh, but we get a response to trigger or so. I don't know. This is impossible now to break down. It's not a loop. Oh no, never mind. Yeah, okay, never mind. It's not a loop. You're right. You're right. Okay, then we're fine. Because it dies, like it goes to the yard immediately before this comes. So we have to be careful that this doesn't come in. Yeah, we have to just pressure that before that's the whole point. Okay, okay. I'm gonna play that so they have to make decisions then. Full control. That. What a complicated game that is now. Crazy.
Let fury ignite your heart.
That's fine. We leave it under, right? Yeah, because once it's under there, it cannot flicker it. If it's under yours, ours, they can kind of pressure it and then they can flicker it. This is the most fun card in this cube, if you ask me. It has so many decisions, so many applications. It got better as a fair card because tempo is more present and because tokens are more present and because counters are more present in Magic. It used to be a combo card. You just kind of in response to the triggers. You got it. Oh, that sucks. Oh man. Huh, they held in this flicker. Bro, what to a top deck? What a top kick. What a top kick. Do we fight for it then? But then it comes back on their side, so it's like... Yeah, only 2, but they gonna get it. They can just take it down now. Which I guess pressures that at least. Can exile it to... No, what? So hard. Yeah, I guess we can exile it to the last. Like, we can fight it, right, with their stuff. But then it's under ours. It doesn't help. Then we just... It comes back there. Do I need to plus it for that reason? I think in this case we attack first. Close. Yeah, I think in this case we attack first. They're probably gonna exile it. Things got complicated. But even if a Johnny dies, I guess we're still far enough ahead. Question is, do I play that Sage out or not? I think I should. This comes back, this comes back. A Johnny dies. Oh. That has to be wrong. That's really good for us. Don't know, but I mean, we can, I guess, we can exile it so they don't flicker it on in that turn in response to the flicker wisp trigger.
Join our cause.
I guess I see why they did that, but yeah. So probably keep that because of. But now they have to go with the Goif. And that's a way to protect this, I guess. A Johnny goes either way. So if I put it now in, which is probably good, right? I think that's good. Because this, we cannot avoid that coming back. So now we'll keep a Johnny for a turn. For 2 turns, actually. And now we got back more than they do. Okay, we're super fine. Super fine. We can block. So they can do this. But then we restarted and yeah. It's insane. Sage doesn't do anything. cannot exile anything here, right? So it just has to happen. Man, it's too late for this sort of a game.
I have failed you, brother.
Okay. It's not that late though. It's like 8, but oh no, it's 9. It's 9 p.m. But I'm not used to streaming around this time, and I had a long day. If we get a red source, this is crazy. We do have like a flip and a draw, and even Caracas. I think we go No, if we had a man open, I like going Caracas in case there's Laraga one or stuff. But here it's just Skull Clamp. Gotta be efficient. We can hide Caracas for now from Wasteland or something. I guess him to Toro gets you, but not on 1 unless they have a Mox. But I would if we didn't have Skull Clam, I like playing this on 1. You never know what they have. Like, what if it bounces a Ragavan? Maybe there's something else. That's like insane tempo. I mean, insane. It's good tempo. So here we have to go Ajani because we need cards, basically. Even though, yeah, this would stop Moxes, but you don't have other ways to draw. I think you need to play into your own plan. Everything else is like uncertain. This is what you can impact. Okay, now we basically keep Caracas. So no, we cannot keep Caracas. We can, but it's too painful, I think. So the tag will probably flip it for 2 cards. And then Magdi. Because it flips here for sure because we have... I guess I could keep it up. Never mind, we have a flash spell. No, but then we don't protect it either way. No, this is good. Also, they don't have burn in those cards. Wait, what? No way. I drew that. We still go here, I think. I know I deal damage, but what is 2 damage? One resolves here either way. How crazy is that? That wasn't fair. The smokes wasn't fair here. That was the only card that breaks the dynamic like that. The tempo dynamic. Yeah, now it's just cooking. Now we're just cooking. I guess balance, but balance is still pretty balanced. Planeswalker lives. Like, balance doesn't do enough. Only 1 land, they discard the hand, Planeswalker lives. Enchantment lives, right? No, maybe enchantment doesn't live. How is balance worded? Ajani even plays around balance. How stupid is that? When rank 0. Guys, it's crazy. This cube is just crazy. Like look at this. Like I never ever before had this sort of 3 trophies in a row. Like this is when I hit number 1. Like back to number 1 here with like first game of the 7-0. This is like 3 trophies into number 1. 72% win ratio. What? And I've been kind of more open, but today has just been a red white day. This has been like so good, this deck. So I've seen the light. I've seen the artifact light. This was crazy. Like, but you need Academy. Otherwise, this wouldn't be even that good. And you need, like, these are good, obviously. The power was just crazy. Tinker, Tezzeret. Everything synergizes. But that's like my only artifact deck. Everything else here is Boros. Boros. But Boros is fun to play. I got tired a little bit of it, so I'm more open to other stuff. Yeah, of course. I've been also like playing on the second account, which shows you like same player, other archetypes. I guess like I'm weaker at playing combo for sure. I'm weaker at drafting combo because I haven't drafted it that much. But this has been my reality with combo. When I try to spike it, just combo, avoiding Boros. It's not that great. This is in bronze, by the way. Only 66. Well, this is in mythic. I think you can do really well without Boros. It's just that it's more consistent. Like but I think you still want to draft either combo as a kind of piece that just fits in the deck still without needing both pieces. I don't think those like all in decks work. I think you just need like maybe they can get away with one piece of combo that's like good without ever casting it. Like for instance, an 8 mana creature in Reanimator. Otherwise, you should be reanimating probably Titans and stuff that you can cast otherwise. And then it's just cheap removal to contest Boros and play a normal game. I think fair decks are better even if you go bigger. Kitten is just such a downside to even put it in a deck, I think. Because it's a 4 mana 2/2. There's like everybody has incentive to play Shocks because Boros is so good. Like it's not like your Boros, you want to play all the Shocks. Because they beat other Boros. Like how else are you beating an Ocelot Pride on 1? It's not consistent. If you just try to play a creature, they're gonna remove it. They get generated value, right? If you remove it for 2 mana, they're up on tempo. There's no other good outcome than just having a shock. I think you wanna add a color for removal, Metal Mario, but I do think there's something with green. I haven't drafted it yet, but I had some coaching sessions and stuff where we drafted like a Stompy-based green deck because elves are better at going Stompy because you don't want to ram big with elves because they're not reliable, right? They might die and then your 7 mana card is dead in the hand. While if they deal with an elf, they slow themselves down. Now you play your 4-drop normally. So it's like a win-win. If they don't deal with an elf, you play your Ouroboros on 3, for instance. I think that's how you want to draft green decks because that's the only upside of an elf. Otherwise, elf doesn't have a real kind of place in the cube. It is like green doesn't have a single piece of removal, so you have to figure that out. But yeah. I mean, you can get million artifacts, but other decks do that, right? So why draft green then? It does help, like, but Moxes are not that consistent to get. For instance, you cannot play Mox Opal in green because you don't have artifacts. You cannot. I mean, okay, Chromox maybe. I don't know. Yeah, but like green is so open right now that you could maybe like figure something out. I still find it like that you always get Boros though. But if you want to have like some different diversity and different ways to have fun, I guess. Yeah, but that's the whole point of Power Cube. How do you make it then not Power Cube? People play this cube because they want to play with Moxes. That just makes like green kind of default redundant, I guess. Or the main green plan is redundant. I don't know what other green plan they could give. What other role they could give to green? Maybe like landfall aggro or something weird like that. But then you need more fetches in the cube. Yeah, green can be. I don't know. But this is just me theorizing again. Like I have limited experience with green. Anyhow, chat. That's it for today. Only 3 hours in. I'm glad no issues on both parts. So we did the YouTube stuff as well. We streamed on YouTube today, so live on both channels. First time I think without issues, because last time I got some disconnections. So that's a good thing. Hopefully I fixed it now. Who are we raiding? Who are we raiding? Oh, there's like a lot of these limited set reviews, and I'm here spamming cube. Who does the review? Scotty and Lola both. Should we go there? Should we review some cards? Okay, YouTube also, like I'm closing the stream. Thank you so much for watching on YouTube. Appreciate that so much. And the rate is going through in